Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln penny coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we have something truly exciting for you. We're diving into the world of one of the most fascinating coins in the history of American currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1973. This seemingly humble penny could be hiding a secret that could make you a fortune. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to want to check every penny in your collection. At first glance, the 1973 penny might seem like just another coin from the 1970s. But here's the thing, this little piece of history has become one of the most sought-after coins among collectors, and it's all thanks to a rare error that occurred during its production. Imagine finding a coin that could be worth as much as some luxury cars, all from something as simple as a penny. So, what makes this 1-cent coin from 1973 so special? Let's start with the basics. In 1973, the U.S. Mint issued millions of pennies, but a very small number of these coins were struck with a unique error. These coins were supposed to feature a standard design, but some of them were minted with a misaligned die or a double strike, which created an unusual and rare feature on the coin. This imperfection isn't just a minor flaw, it makes the coin incredibly valuable. Now, you might be wondering, what does this error look like? Well, in some of the 1973 pennies, you'll notice that the date or the details on the coin appear slightly doubled, or in some cases, misaligned. These subtle changes might not be obvious at first, but once you know what to look for, it's easy to spot a potential treasure. The more significant and noticeable the error, the higher the coin's value. Coins with minting errors, especially ones as rare as this, are highly desirable to collectors. And here's why: these coins are one of a kind. Minting errors are completely random, and no two coins with errors are exactly alike, making them incredibly unique. Coin collectors and numismatists love them because they're rare, interesting, and provide a glimpse into the unpredictable nature of the minting process. You see, most coins, even if they're old, lose their value because they get worn out over time. But when you have one of these rare error coins, especially one in excellent condition, its value skyrockets. These imperfections, while mistakes, are what make these coins more valuable than a perfectly struck penny. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you find a 1973 penny with one of these rare minting errors in good condition, it could be worth an astonishing $59,000. Yes, you heard that right, $59,000. So, if you have any old pennies lying around or have been collecting for years, make sure to check them carefully. Who knows, you might have a hidden treasure right in your hands. Don't forget, the condition of the coin is crucial, so be gentle when handling it. Top 2, we've got something incredibly exciting for you. You might want to take a second look at your change, because we're about to talk about a coin from 2015 that could be worth far more than you think. We're diving into the United States 1-cent coin from 2015, and trust me, this isn't just any ordinary penny. On the surface, a 2015 penny might seem like just another modern coin, right? Well, that's where you're wrong. Hidden within these seemingly common pennies is a rarity that makes them incredibly valuable, thanks to some very unique minting errors. If you've got one of these in your collection, or better yet, in your pocket, you could be holding onto a rare gem that's worth a small fortune. So, what makes the 2015 1-cent coin stand out? Let's talk about the details. As with every year, the U.S. Mint produces millions of pennies, but every so often, a small number of them get through the minting process with imperfections. These errors are rare, but when they happen, they can make the coin highly desirable to collectors. Some of the most sought-after 2015 pennies feature double die errors, where the design has been stamped more than once, causing a doubled image on the coin. This can happen to various parts of the design, including the date or the lettering, making it a highly unusual and collectible error. Another important factor contributing to the value of these coins is their rarity. While millions of pennies were minted in 2015, only a few of them feature these unique errors. Because these coins were made in large quantities, finding one with a significant error can be challenging, and that's what makes it so valuable when it turns up. Now, let's talk about the real reason why collectors are going crazy over this 2015 penny: its value. If you happen to find one of these coins with a noticeable error, especially one with a double die feature in great condition, you could be looking at a payout of $34,000, that's right, $34,000. For a penny. So, before you toss that 2015 penny into your jar, take a moment to inspect it closely. You might just have a rare find in your hands that could be worth far more than its face value. Top 3, we're talking about a coin that you might have overlooked in your collection, a coin that could be worth way more than you think. I'm talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1981. At first glance, this may seem like just another penny, but trust me, this little coin could be hiding a big surprise. The 1981 penny isn't just a regular piece of US currency. While it was part of a massive mintage in the early 80s, there are some rare and exciting errors that make this coin incredibly valuable. That's right, this small penny could potentially have a price tag that might shock you. What makes the 1981 1-cent coin stand out is the presence of rare minting errors, like the double die. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, causing parts of the coin to appear doubled. It might sound small, but this kind of error can dramatically increase the value of the coin, especially when the doubling is clear and noticeable, usually around the lettering or the date. Finding one of these coins in excellent condition is extremely rare, which is why they're so coveted by collectors. Now, let's talk rarity. Most of the 1981 pennies you come across won't have this error. In fact, only a small percentage of them were struck with the double die mistake. The more noticeable and well-preserved the error is, the more valuable the coin becomes. Collectors go wild for these types of finds because they're unique. No two error coins are exactly alike, making them one-of-a-kind treasures. But here's the best part: if you're lucky enough to have one of these rare 1981 pennies in good condition, it could be worth a jaw-dropping $49,000. Yes, you heard that right, $49,000 for a single penny. So, if you happen to come across an old stash of pennies or have been collecting for a while, make sure to give those 1981 pennies a closer look. You might just be holding onto a small fortune. Top 4, we've got an exciting find that could turn your everyday change into something worth a small fortune. Have you ever thought that a simple penny could be worth thousands of dollars? Well, if you have a United States 1-cent coin from 1975, you might want to take a closer look. It could be more valuable than you think. The 1975 penny is a coin that's caught the attention of collectors for some very special reasons. While most 1975 pennies seem like just another penny in the pile, this coin has a unique feature that makes it highly sought after: minting errors. A small number of these pennies were struck with rare defects, such as double dies, where the design on the coin appears to be doubled, especially around the date or lettering. These errors are rare, and when they occur, they can make a big difference in the coin's value. But here's the kicker: these errors aren't easy to find. Most 1975 pennies are in perfect condition and don't have any noticeable minting flaws, but for those few that do, they're like hidden treasures. If you happen to find a 1975 penny with clear double die errors, especially in a well-preserved state, you're holding on to something that collectors are eager to get their hands on. Why are these errors so valuable? Well, it's all about rarity. The fewer coins with errors that exist, the more desirable they are to collectors. Since most of the 1975 pennies were produced without any flaws, those with mistakes are far less common, making them highly valuable. The better the condition of the coin, the more you could expect to get for it. So, what's the bottom line? If you have a 1975 penny with one of these rare minting errors, in great shape, it could be worth a whopping $56,000. Yes, you heard that right, $56,000. That's a lot of money for a penny, but that's the power of a rare coin with the right error. So, check your old pennies, especially if you've got a stash from the 70s. You could be sitting on a treasure without even knowing it. Top 5, and last rare coin. You might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it, especially if you have a United States 1-cent coin from 1971. Yes, you heard that right, this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth an eye-popping amount of money. If you thought all pennies were the same, think again. Stick with me, and I'll show you why this particular coin could be a goldmine. You see, the 1971 1-cent coin isn't just another run-of-the-mill penny. While most pennies from that year may look like nothing special, this one is a hidden gem for collectors, and here's why. There are rare minting errors that make some of these coins incredibly valuable. Most people don't realize that these little mistakes, created during the production process, are actually what make these coins so desirable to collectors. What errors are we talking about? Well, the 1971 penny has a couple of unique issues that make it stand out. One of the most notable errors is the double die, a mistake that happens when the coin's design is struck multiple times, causing some parts of the image to appear thicker or even duplicated. This usually happens around the date or the lettering on the coin. For example, you might notice that the 1 in the 1971 date appears doubled, or the D in Liberty is a bit blurry because of the repeated strike. These double die errors are quite rare, and that's what makes them so valuable to collectors. The more dramatic the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. The thing about these error coins is that they're all one of a kind. No two are exactly alike, which is why they're so highly sought after. Imagine being able to own a piece of history that was never intended to look the way it does, a coin that was flawed during its creation, making it unique. And that's what collectors crave: rarity, uniqueness, and that little bit of history wrapped up in a small, shiny penny. But here's the thing, it's not just the error that makes the 1971 penny valuable, it's also the condition. While these minting mistakes are rare, finding a 1971 penny with the error in excellent, uncirculated condition is even more difficult. That's because these pennies were widely circulated back in the day, which means most of them have wear and tear. If you happen to have one of these coins in near perfect condition, you're holding on to something special, and it could be worth a lot of money. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much could this coin actually be worth? If you have a 1971 penny with one of those rare double die errors, and it's in great condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, some of these pennies have been sold for as much as $76,000, that's right, $76,000 for a single penny. Imagine finding that in your spare change or in an old coin jar you've had for years. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a penny could fetch that much money, but in the world of coin collecting, rare errors like these can command a huge price. So, what should you do now? Go through your old pennies, especially if you have coins from 1971. The double die errors can be subtle, so you'll want to look carefully for any signs of a double impression on the date, the lettering, or even the image of Abraham Lincoln. If you find one of these rare coins, it could be worth a lot more than just a cent. Remember, if you're looking for the most value, the condition of the coin matters. So, handle your 1971 pennies with care, store them properly, and get them checked out if you suspect they have a minting error. You could have a hidden treasure on your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and how much they might be worth, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future discoveries. Who knows what treasures you could find next? Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.